Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Robinson. This is the February 4th, 2023 meeting of the Money Masters Investment Club. Not a lot to talk about today, so I think I just have 4 slides, so let's kind of get to them. First slide, really simple one, the financials. So all we're going to talk about today are the financials. I do have some other slides we're going to be posting here in the next day or so. That we'll be posting them to the website and to YouTube and Facebook, so be on the lookout for those. As far as the financials for the week, previous close was 25.42 on January 27th. This week we gained $1, actually $1, giving us an ending NAV of 26.43 for a just under 4% return for the week. So pretty good week this week. The market is kind of strange right now if you've been paying attention to it. We've seen some days where the market goes up, but then sometimes in that same day it comes right back down. The market's not making any progress. The market is trading in a very narrow range of about 20 or 30 points up to the upside to the downside. Long term, that's problematic for us because we have a strangle that needs the market to move one direction or the other, and right now the market is not. So our strangle is kind of in a bad spot right now. But at the end of the day, if the market wants to come up and then come down on a daily basis, we can do that. Because we can make money on both sides of the trade. But it does make our string a little bit harder to work with, as you're going to see in the next slide. Our calls right now are out of the money by $1.18. So the calls have come up a little bit. I don't remember the number last week. I think it was $1.82. So it went from $1.82 to $1.18. So we've lost a little bit of money on the calls simply because they were out of the money, and the market has been trying to trend up lately. But it hasn't trended up enough to kind of get us into the position where the calls are going to go profitable. The other side of it is, when calls are doing better, that means puts are doing worse. Our puts were in the money. We had taken advantage of a relatively long downturn in the market, but that's starting to walk away or melt away too. So we're only up by $2.88 for the moment on the puts. Our net unrealized gain right now, because we're kind of getting into this weird area where the market's not really making any progress. We're at 159.472. So we're still positive, but I'm kind of hoping that the market breaks out one way or the other. I'm personally hoping that the market breaks to the downside because we can make a lot more money on the put side. The VIX goes up, makes a lot more volatility in the market. But either way, whether it goes up or down, I just kind of want it to go one way or the other. But that's the report for the week. So we're kind of in a strange place, hoping to break loose or break free one way or the other. I'm thinking that now that we've got kind of we've had a lot of announcements, and I've got some slides, and we'll talk about that in the next day or so. But we've had a lot of announcements over the last few days, so last week or so, some with GDP, with others with employment numbers, and of course the Fed raised interest rates by a quarter point a few days ago. The market kind of took it in stride, but it didn't. It took off when it first happened and then kind of melted off. So we're kind of back to where we started from before the meeting. So not sure what's going on in the market. I do think that the market is a little bit ahead of the Fed. And again, I'll explain that in one of our other slideshows. But for the moment, we're kind of in a weird place where we can make money on the trading, but the long-term straddle we've got going is kind of not doing anything right now, simply because the market hasn't picked a direction yet. So hopefully it'll break free, but until then, we'll just keep making money on the trading. So having said that, guys, I've got nothing more. So enjoy the week. We'll see you next week.